The 8th Uganda Scientific Parliamentary Election 2021. The new Member of Parliament joining the House will include 5 representatives of the elderly, 12 women MPs for the new district that became operational in July 2018 and July 2020. The cost of maintaining 11th Parliament will rise by over 50 billion Ugandan shillings. The Parliament passed a motion in July 2020 allowing the government to create 46 additional counties. The numbers of MP will increase to 514. In August 2020, the Member of Parliament voted to create 5 parliamentary seats for elderly persons under the arrangement that each of the region, Central, Eastern, Northern, and Western, will have representatives elected by elders council in a particular region. The national female MPs for the elderly to be elected by the National Elders Council. The 10th Parliament has 457 MPs, 12 of them ex officio. That's how they call it, ex officio. The July and August motion, the number of MPs are expected in the 11th Parliament will be at least above 514. And here you have 5 representatives of the elderly, 12 women MPs for the new district that had been operational, and then expect more from the 46 constituencies. Our MP is one of the most highly paid jobs in the country. Our Member of Parliament earns 25 million Ugandan shillings per month. They have a vehicle allowance of 150 million shillings, subsistence allowance of 4.5 million, a town running allowance, I don't know what that is, 1 million per month. And then you have the sitting allowance of 150,000, as well as mileage. Allowance and inland travel per diem of 50,000. They can also travel abroad. When they are traveling abroad, they get $520 approximately 1.9 million Ugandan shillings. They get a hair ticket, they get a badge. Believe me. Now I understand why there's no honor amongst crooks and thieves. It is time Ugandans have to wake up and learn the truth about the Member of Parliament job. We would like to know what is really the job description of a Member of Parliament. What do they do in Parliament? They are there for who? Because as I told you before, everybody is running to become a Member of Parliament because they love to be called honorable. Majimoto, honorable, patapotea. When you call them honorable, they feel very happy. But what I don't understand from our people, so many years have gone, has passed by. Here is a Member of Parliament in your own constituency that is bullying you, that want to intimidate you, that if you don't vote them in, they will remove whatever they were assisting you within the constituency. This is something that you should not accept. It happened in West Nile recently again, that a woman MP, Anita, was defeated. And now she wants to remove her ambulance. You see, this business of Member of Parliament having ambulance, I talk about it in some of the episodes. You can go to Wang-oo and check it out. This is something that a normal country should not allow to happen. A Member of Parliament has to make sure that you don't run a business in your constituency. You have been elected to go to Parliament so that you make sure that there are proper schools in your district, that there is hospital in your district, that your people are being treated properly, but you don't use them to earn money. You don't use your ambulances and whatever money you give them to bribe them. To me, that is voters' bribe that should have not allowed to happen. It should have not happened. And it's happening while we are looking. If you look at how many lives we have lost during the 2021 election, the youth are being crushed and killed. And we have Member of Parliament who just sit in the Parliament. They are earning a lot of money compared to Ugandans who are working day and night to make ends meet. Then I say there's something wrong with this country. In Luka district, they crashed and killed 54 victims. They shot dozens of our children in the head, and our MPs are silent because it is the dictator in power who is paying their salaries. They don't even understand that the money they receive is taxpayers' money. I'm annoyed. And all MPs in Uganda should be ashamed of their action. For the last 35 years, you have been there eating. You have changed nothing. Let me be clear. As I said before, you cannot serve two masters. It is the people who are being crushed and murdered are the one who gave you that job. When you decide to protect the devil you know, not the angel you don't know, you just cross the red line. And believe me, the spirit of those kids will haunt you for the rest of your life. You may accuse our youth of being foreign government agent. That is not true. Our youth has woken up. Our youth have said enough is enough. Our youth have said we cannot sit and see these greedy people destroy the country we love. We know in Mupeki district, a lot of youth had been kidnapped, beaten up, thrown in prison by people believed to be security operatives. The rate of intimidation is becoming worse on a daily basis. Believe me, the youth have just started a long walk to freedom. A long walk to freedom. When it is over, each and every Ugandan will demand accountability from all of you who smeared your hand with the blood of innocent Ugandans. And those Ugandans whom you are holding hostages with ambulances, with the money you pay, bribing them to vote you in power, will ask for accountability. You have betrayed your own people. We all know how ballot boxes were stolen. And voters missed voting. Over 800 voters in Rubale, Ntungamu district did not vote on Thursday because the ballot box that was allocated to the area was stolen. 3 people are arrested. The truck that was hired to deliver voting materials broke down and the ballot box ended up in the hand of crooks and thieves. Tell me, is that something that is organized properly? For the last 35 years, all of you had been in power, and you can even not organize a simple thing like making sure that the ballot box arrived on time. This is a shame, because it's not only in one district. In Mubago Primary School polling station in Nakawa West constituency, by 4 p.m., people were still in line, yawning to vote for change. In Bududa district, supporters of Bobi Wine arrested, hundreds of his supporters jailed. Many polling stations in Kampala and the metropolitan areas, materials arrive late. Failed biometric machines, broken ballot boxes. In Kira municipality, people refused to vote because ballot papers were delivered with broken seal. At Kireka railway polling station, biometric machine failed to work. In St. James Church of Uganda, voting was delayed by more than 1 hour. Most of the delay happens in opposition stronghold. In Masaka and other parts of Uganda, experience the same problem with biometric machines that had been failing to function. And voting started 2 hours late. The 2020 election, 2021 election claimed so many lives of our youth, children, in the hand of brutal dictator, using police, army, to suppress the people of Uganda. You opted not to protect the people, but to protect the dictator of Uganda. There will come a time you will be held responsible for whatever you did. We know that a lot of people are now rushing to go and talk because they want to avoid confusion. We had been talking for 35 years, but we have learned nothing from it, and dictatorship is still there. I hear some people bragging in Kampala and other parts of the country that they are better than the others, that they are rich kids, brothers. You are not better than the other kids. Money is not everything in life. how you handle your fellow citizen is more important than money. Let me remind you, some few days ago, Bobi Wine addressed the new member of parliament of Nuuk. I hope they are going to make a difference, but not become member of parliament who are going to buy ambulance and use it to blackmail their own people in their constituency. We understand the dictator told the world he has money. He can buy all those MPs. As I told you before, that within the national resistance movement, you have crooks and thieves. And when you join them, you better watch your back. Don't forget to subscribe. I will be back.